Corey. Well, she's raked in some big progressive endorsements from Bernie Sanders, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and Elizabeth Warren, but not so much the mainstream Democrats in Queens. That's where Melinda Katz, the borough president, appears to be leading. Nonetheless, pundits are saying Tiffany Caban is the one to watch. Should the progressive wave hit the district attorney's office, it could have a considerable impact on the borough. It is the 11th hour and the stakes are high in the race for Queens District Attorney. On Tuesday, Queens Democrats registered to vote in the primary will head to the polls to pick from 6 candidates. While Queens Borough President Melinda Katz bears the name recognition, it is the latest arrival to the race who has gained the most momentum, racking up those endorsements both locally and nationally, and the one who has the potential to create a serious upset in a very important seat.
When somebody gets arrested for jumping a turnstile for a $275 fare, it costs the city $2,000 to process that arrest. 31-year-old
Tiffany Caban is a progressive Democrat fighting for criminal justice reform. She's been a public defender in Manhattan for the last 7 years. She identifies as a queer Latina, and her family hails from Puerto Rico. Her father, an elevator mechanic, and her mother, a woman who took care of the neighborhood kids. She says her story is more than just identity politics, but one that is a reflection of the demographics of the most diverse borough in the country.
It hasn't been easy. It's been a hard road. I mean, as a 31-year-old queer Latina from, a working class family, there are so many barriers in place to keep people like me from even entering these kinds of spaces. And when you do, there's just constant pushback.
With more than 300 volunteers hitting the pavement and knocking on doors on her behalf, Caban says her campaign is as grassroots as it gets. Her friend and campaign advisor, Divya Sandam, says getting her to run happened organically over a lunch discussing politics with a friend.
We're just thinking, where is the progressive woman of color who's just going to come in and actually transform criminal justice?
A text message and some planning led to where we see the campaign today. Caban's agenda is a progressive one, particularly for a district attorney's seat that has not seen change in 28 years with the late Richard Brown in office.
I would argue that what we've been doing has not been working. It has just been perpetuating our system of mass incarceration.
So keep in mind, all of this has happened in just 6 months. All of the candidates have packed schedules leading up to tomorrow and until the polls close. So Queens voters, listen up. Those polls open at 6 a.m. tomorrow and they close at 9 p.m. So get out and vote. I'm Armin Chaudhry, Pix 11 News.